We are all being someone that we are not. We all wear masks. We play roles. We are not real. Depending on the role we assume or we choose to play, we can play it authentically or not. We can become the role. And we can shift between roles constantly, continuously. No limit. Well, actually, that's not quite true. Because there is something that limits the roles we can play. And that it has to do with the bigger scheme of things that we are here to serve. I'm sure you're hearing that a bit, woohoo, what is she now saying? Or you've maybe heard it before and it sounds normal to you. In either case, it's a matter of perspective and it's a matter of perception. And ultimately, it's a matter of choice whether you believe it or not. I choose to believe it's so. You may choose to believe it's not. And that's the whole point I'm trying to make here. You don't have to believe whatever I believe. At a certain extent, I know you know that. But the tricky part is that you also don't have to believe what you believe. The more you understand that beliefs are essentially chosen, what we believe is our choice, consciously or unconsciously, it doesn't really matter at this point. But a belief is just thoughts that we keep repeating to ourselves, and for somehow it resonates with us, and therefore we assume it's true. And that's what we call a belief. So, the more you understand then beliefs are essentially choices, thoughts that we just think it's true for us or for whatever, for reality. The more we understand that then, the more we can detach from the idea that there is anything right or wrong. Because eventually everything comes down to what it is you believe in that moment and what you believe is possible, right or wrong in that moment. Beliefs serve structures, serve our personality structure, serve our mind to create structure for our personality and our reality, and also create for the bigger structure of society or the world or the universe. Maybe you've heard that there are also universal laws somehow this thing all comes together in certain ways. We're not talking about beliefs at that level, of course, but again, at our level at this moment, at our level of consciousness, for our minds, beliefs, ideas, is whatever shapes our structure, or whatever we call reality. And reality is not one fixated thing. It's something we create constantly with our minds. And we experience through our bodies and senses. I'm not trying to say that whatever you experience or live at this moment is not true. It's 100% true for you. At the same time, what you live or experience in this moment is kind of your choice as well. You choose it every moment. And every moment you have the possibility to make a different choice. But you see, the mind likes structure and likes automation. So whatever you've already automated through your mind takes some effort for you to replace with something else. So it's not as easy as it may seem by saying, okay, just make a different choice. Yes, you need to make a different choice, but initially that different choice will not feel safe, will not feel aligned, will feel strange, odd, unsettling. That doesn't make it less valid. That ultimately you always have a choice. What to believe, what to experience, how to live your life. How to live this life. Whatever that is, whatever you believe we're here for, doesn't really matter. What it matters is if whatever you're living in this moment is a conscious choice. How much of this life is chosen by you, and how much of this is chosen for you. You have more power than you think. We all have more power than we think. Yet our minds are quite stubborn. Our bodies cannot really follow as fast as our thought pattern can change. So there's always this conflict in between, this inner conflict, this inner turmoil. Lately, I need to consciously talk to myself and to my body and say, you're safe, it's fine, relax. Especially when I'm around other people, for example, that I need to tune into their needs as well. when my body is intense. Feeling safe in our bodies. Requires, in a way, to feel safe in the world. And over the years, this world has become a bit hostile and an unsafe place in so many different ways. And our bodies hold on to that. Even when our external realities say, it's safe, it's fine, you can relax. Our bodies hold the memory of the previous belief that something was not safe. So we found ourselves in constant reframing. If you start living with awareness, you're in a constant effort to reframe old beliefs, shed away layers of holding on to situations that previously were unsafe for you or felt unsafe for you, but at this moment, it's just a memory that your body holds and just keeps reacting it in different situations. Yeah, that's what most specialists call trauma, right? So it's just another pattern. We're all patterns. We operate in patterns. So the more aware I become, the less easy for me it is to answer the question that many people ask. Who are you? What do you do? They expect a title. They expect a box to put you in. I do the same. I also ask myself sometimes, who am I? What I'm here for? What do I do? How do I present myself? And essentially, the answer is always the same. How do you want to present yourself? How do you choose to present yourself? So again, this loop of it brings back to the choice factor. What we believe, what we experience, at some level, at core level, is a choice. Is a choice of believing what we believe. It's possible It's a choice of believing what we believe is true for us. So, therein lies the power we all hold in that choice. The moment you start using this power consciously, in small things, in everyday things, in moment to moment, the more natural it becomes, and the more flexible you can become in your consciousness of what you choose to believe in one moment doesn't necessarily apply for you a few days, months, years down the road. And you learn to be okay with it. You learn to shift the roles of personalities. Living them authentically as you can for a moment or more, and then just returning back to this was also not me fully. I'm more than that. I can be more than that. I can be different, something else than that. Let's learn to be comfortable with choice. And let's be comfortable with choosing also who we are and what we want. Our belief systems, our societal systems. But we will need to start small.